If you see any of these bottles from the house of Roberto Cavalli in this bottle shape, this presentation for under 30 or 40 bucks, in my opinion, they are well worth it. Welcome to my place. My name is Dave. I think I have the whole lined up in this bottle shape. And this one is Uomo Silver Essence. I did a review a while back, and a subscriber reminded me that I made a little mistake. I was talking about Uomo while I was looking at Silver Essence. Now, if you look at this, the bottle coloration is different, the cap is different, and yet the wording is the same. While if you look at the other one, this one's La Notte. It tells you right at the bottom, okay? And this one is Deep Desire. It tells me at the bottom. Now I have my bottles everywhere, so I did not compare them. Now these two, they do have a lot of similarities, especially in the beginning. So I was confused over which one I was talking about. But after I sprayed it, I felt a little bit off. But anyway, thanks for reminding me. So here's another take on this one, because I saw it come back into stock on fragrancebuy.ca. So if you're ever interested and you wonder, are any of these good? Yep, I'm telling you, all these are good. If you're paying around 30 or 40 bucks, they'll match up very well with any of those fragrances from this price range, right? Actually, I think the way they smell, you could talk about 50 or 60 bucks comparing to other designers. It works really well. Now, all of them look exactly the same as far as the shape, and they have the crocodile on the side, okay, paying homage to the animal print. Now, what does this one smell like? Spray time. Now, I do like this, okay? I say first, I bought one, really good. So I bought another one, another one, and another one. So I got all four in the collection. It's not just because I want to complete the collection, but they are good. Or else I will not be wasting my money on this. I think you could find readily available the Uomo version. This one, Desire. This one is the Uomo version. It is good. Silver Essence is also really good too. All right, so right away, the fresh violet leaf and the ginger pops out very strong, and the sweet cardamom comes in right away. Those are the three main notes, and it's really good though. It grabs your attention right away, the spiciness, and then very quickly the fresh lavender will come in. Now I keep saying fresh, you might think this is a fresh fragrance. No, actually this is a heavy fragrance, right? The freshness in the first couple of minutes will come up to play, but very quickly the heavier ones. It's not the super heavy type of scent that is used for the winter time. This is more fitting for the spring and fall. Yeah, but I do enjoy the interplay of the fresh scents plus the heavy scents from the tonka beans, from the patchouli, from the orange root that smells like iris, and it plays really, really well, while the whole time the ginger, the fresh ginger, and the sweet cardamom will be there, and the violet leaf as well. You play throughout the life of the scent. Now, the only thing is it does not transition too much. It doesn't change from face to face, right? So if you enjoy the opening, you're gonna keep getting that for a while, basically through the life of the scent. And we kind of get some vetiver in back, and then yeah, I do smell some oak moss, okay? Whatever they're listing, I do pick those up, but this is more of a tonka being sweet, heavy, dominant. This is a sweet scent, but it's not overpowering type of sweet. The only thing about this one is it smells really nice, but at times I kind of get bored with it. So maybe about 3 out of 5 times when I wear it, I really enjoy it. The other 2 times I would be thinking, oh, these are good. Okay, so it does not impress me overwhelmingly. Okay, but it impressed me more than half of the times. And then when I spray in the right situation, when it's a bit more cozy, I spray this. I thought, man, this is good. Or when I'm waving my arms around and the whiffs of it is also really, really good. But if I keep smelling my hands, I'll get kind of bored of it. maybe I'm not sure if maybe because we smell so many other fragrances, right? And this DNA is kind of out there. It's a very popular DNA. It's very used by a lot of brands, right? All of them have their variation of it. Now this one does not smell exactly like anything else. You would say, you could say, well, it smells very close, this one, the Uomo, okay? Now, some might say, well, it smells a little bit like the Dior Homme, right? Because of the iris oris notes, maybe Valentino, okay, those are some of the usual that's mentioned, similar, but I gotta tell you, it's only because that they have their oris notes, all right? And people will say, well, it smells similar. Yeah, I can kind of give you that, as if kind of like, ocean water and lake water are the same, similar because they're all water, right? But they taste very different. That you could think of it that way. So this, I think, I don't have anything that smells exactly like this or very similar. Not really. So they're in the same direction. Okay, just in case you're thinking about, hey, do you want to pay like $80 for your own, or the original, not the 2020, but the original, or you could just pick this up as a replacement. No, they're not replacement. They do have the iris note or the oris notes, but they're not replacement. Okay, so don't go into expecting that you might get disappointed. But I gotta say though, this one is very interesting too. The original, it has this the DNA smell very, very pleasant. I enjoy it absolutely. But this one is adding more the spicy cardamom, and the spicy cardamom stands out a lot, and also the fresh ginger will play the whole time. And then it dry down, like I said, the sweet tonka bean will take place and just dominate the whole thing afterwards. It's kind of okay. Now the bad side about this one is, I mentioned that 3 out of 5 times I would really enjoy it. The other 2 times I'll feel a little bit bored, or I feel sometimes, okay, sometimes I'm not sure why, but sometimes I feel like as if it's not really the fresh and the sweet, or the heavy notes are not playing that well together. So sometimes as if I'm smelling like two different fragrances trying to work its way together. I don't know why I feel like that sometimes, but the other times I'll be like, man, this is really good, especially if I'm getting whiffs of it. That's kind of interesting. Now I'm thinking about it. Maybe it's because I'm smelling it very close up to my, smelling my hand up close to my nose, and I'll feel as if it's a little bit off. It's not really mixing all together. It's like water and oil. It's not really mixing all that well. If I'm putting it too close to my nose, maybe that's the reason. But if I'm just relaxing and just smelling it in the air, and it smells really nice. Hey, a suggestion, right? Maybe I just learned something while talking to you. Maybe that's the reason. Yeah. So I do not want to wear this in the hot weather. It just bugs the hell out of me. I mean, I wore it this summer, this a few months ago in the summer when it was hot. I hate it, and I just put it away. I said, forget it. I'm not even gonna touch you guys until the weather is cool. Yesterday I wore this, and it's really nice. Okay, I usually wear like 2 or 3 fragrances, or even up to 6 fragrances per day. A lot is for enjoyment, a lot is for testing. That's why sometimes you hear, like, I'll say, I wore this one last night. Dave, you say you wore something else last night. But anyhow, this is one of the better ones. So I'm thinking the price between 30, 40, or even anything under $45 or $50 is still worth it. Okay, very well worth it. Yeah. Now, just I do not think you want to pay over $50 for this. Number one is the first reason that I mentioned, that it's very popular. The DNA is out there. It is very interesting, but the scent itself, it just feel like, I would not say it's one of the best mixed together scents. Or the more I'm smelling it, the more I could detect that, okay, it is around that price range. It's between $30 to $45 range. It does smell like that to my nose. Okay, maybe in my opinion, maybe the La Note smells a bit better. Okay, maybe. Hey, all this is just my personal opinion, and maybe my mind is playing tricks on me because I know how much I picked it up for, right? I picked it up for around $30 some ish or something like that. I forgot, but I remember. So it's kind of, my mind playing tricks on me. Dave, this is not over. Don't pay too much for this because how much I pay for it, right? Maybe it's that. Who knows? All right, so with all this mumbling going on, because like I said, it does not change all that much. So right now it's about to dry down. It's about, 9-minute mark. It's mainly that sweet tonka bean with the orris. The ginger died down, but I'm still picking up that spicy cardamom. Oh, there's also fresh lavender too. Yeah, there's also fresh lavender. So overall, it's a nice scent. I'm not gonna keep dragging on because it doesn't really change that much. Some of you might say, it's a little bit like a hen scent. Hen gem. Yes, I would say that as well. So to summarize, it does not smell synthetic or cheap at all. Like synthetic, all of them are synthetic. I'm just trying to say it does not smell cheap. There's no alcohol right on top. A little bit creamy though. I forgot to mention that. Now the more I'm smelling it, a little bit creamy. Right now it's dried down, so it doesn't project as much. It does not have the spicy spicy pop in the beginning. Right now it's kind of settled down into that tonka bean. So right now it's okay, but the beginning and the middle is really, really good. So now it's about basic, kind of decent tonka bean, sweet. Okay. Yeah, it hasn't changed. So most of the changes, most of the projection, most of the interesting stuff come in the beginning. I even smell some mintiness, not mintiness. What was that? It's a mentholated. That is a good word to describe it. Mentholated. But anyway, the longevity is okay. It's decent. I get about 3 to 4 hours. Yep, half a day is no problem. It's not a beast, okay? Now this is masculine type of scent. I don't smell anything ladylike. And this is super versatile. You can wear anywhere, but not anytime. Don't wear in the hot weather. Do yourself a favor. And I don't know if it will punch during the super cold winter. In the regular winter, it's okay, but when it's like snowing and things like that, I don't know. I don't know if it get. I was gonna mention something. The perfumer is Christopher Renault. I think he did 1 million, Paco Rabanne 1 million. So at first I smelled it, I thought, okay, it's that direction. If you smell 1 million, it's that direction, but it's not as obnoxious. It's not as obnoxiously strong as 1 million. This has more, adding more spice to it, more other stuff going on. Okay, so it's not directly that, but now when I learned that it was same perfumer, then I go, okay, I get it. It's I could kind of get that sort of a DNA that Mr. Renault is using. Okay, yeah, all right. Let's see what else. Well, that's pretty basic. It's not a complicated scent. Okay, so don't go into it thinking too much of it. Yeah. Okay, I hope that's kind of helpful though. If you ever interested in looking at the having it on sale, and if you wonder if it's worth it or not, especially this silver essence, I don't know if too many people is talking about it. This Roberto Cavalli line, to be honest, now that I have all 4 of this, if you are interested, all 4 of them are pretty in the same general direction. Okay, they're the same genre. They could replace each other. They use in the same situation. They're all kind of a little bit on the heavier side. It's not super light, easy going. No, it's not that. It's mainly for the cool weather. Maybe the Uomo is not. It is the least interesting, but it's still good. I have to make sure you understand. It's still good. So in my opinion, if you are interested, just pick up any one of these, whatever the lowest price is, because they're similar in the same direction. Okay, if you pick up all 4, it could be redundant. there are some variation of the same, general direction. Okay, so you probably just need one, and you'd be very satisfied with it. Okay, at least I am. So just for me, I'm a collector, so I just get them. But if you don't have a large collection, you don't want a large collection, just pick one up, whatever the cheapest. But in my opinion, the most interesting is the La Notte. Okay, that one is pretty good, but don't pay an arm and leg for it. I think the price range, like I said, around $50 or under. Okay, don't overpay. All right, this is good, but not like super, 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 super good. I hope that's kind of helpful though. As always, see you next time.